So yeah, there shouldn't be a problem. But I want to notice, I want to point out Felix with another special helmet today. I'm not sure if you picked up on that one, Ryan.
I did. I did notice it, and I thought that that was his original helmet from the start of the season. But I think it's slightly different.
Yeah, if you look, it's got the red, white, and blue France touch on it. So yeah, nice touch there from Felix, who comes into the pits.
He
Also,
should
in
come out
comes you
about
guys.
16 seconds ahead of Marine, I think.
60. That's quite a gap for what it is.
Oh.
Apologise, my alarm going off.
Wonderful.
That's me being called because I'm very popular. But so yeah, Felix and you guys both come out in P4, P3 and P4 as they entered the pits. Karam in the pits now, which promotes Moraine to P5, Esteban to P6, who's dropping off the back of Moraine, so proving Moraine's pace really. Yannick comes out ahead of Karam, who is ahead of Damien. Damien with a fixed front wing now, from what I could see. People just joining us on the stream, apologies for the issues. I'm having a couple of issues today, I'm not entirely sure why. But yeah, we're doing our best to fix this. Round the outside goes Damien. Good job there from the Haas driver. Damien, he's having a good season. And yeah, proving it in the penultimate race. He's definitely a threat for some of the upper midfield drivers. Meanwhile, Jarno leads the race as he gets past Amar on his older tyres. Jarno is trying to stretch the stint out. You'd think he'd go to around about lap 16, judging on where the pit stops were, maybe 15 or around that sort of time. So yeah, Felix has a lead of about 5 seconds back to you guys, who then has another 5 seconds back, or 6 seconds nearly now, to Moraine. And Esteban is actually closing that gap, so Ryan, Esteban's looking strong.
He is. I just want to point out, I'm looking at Amar's point of view, and his tyres don't look like they've been touched a single bit, despite being 13 laps old. They don't have huge blisters. It's maybe a very small blister. It's definitely there's a lot less wear in his tyres than there was with likes of Marine and Esteban. So
Okay.
not sure what's happened there.
So I think it would be a little bit too ambitious to try and stretch to a one stop here. Well, no, one stop onto the ultra softs. Do you think that could be what Amar has in mind?
Well, if he does, then fair play to him for trying the strategy. But it looks like he's maybe going to lose a little bit too much time to Jarno ahead, so it doesn't look like it's going to pay off for him. And also, Felix and Ugaitz will be on the charge, which I think Ugaitz is a little bit further away from Felix now, so it looks like Ugaitz is starting to slow down a little bit. Whereas Felix, he's hardly using any ERS, and he's doing a good job to catch up to Amar and Jarno, who will probably come in around about this lap. Well, you'd think Amar would come in. You'd think Jarno would maybe stay out for a few extra laps and go for the ultras.
I think Jarno's got ultras as an option for Jarno. I was thinking super softs, but yeah, maybe ultras. But one track battle that I've been looking at is Damien and Yannick. These two have been going at it for pretty much all race. This is the battle for an effective P5, I believe, as Amar is in the pits finally. Those tyres will be screaming as Felix has the fast lap of the Grand Prix. That's going to be 1 point going his way. And I'm sure he'll be quite happy for that 1 point. But yeah, Amar onto the softs. So opting for a couple of lap fresher softs, that could come in very handy come the end of the race if the tyre wear is as high as some drivers think it is. So maybe, just maybe, Amar's pulled a blinder here, as he comes out just behind the squabbling pair of Damien, who's down the inside of Yannick. Round the outside he's going to have to try now. This has been a very fun battle between the two of these, but Yannick backs out of it, presumably to get DRS for the main straight, the Mishtar straight. But yeah, what do you think of the strategy from Amar, Ryan?
It's quite the strategy from him. I think he just wants to make sure he's got tyre life for the end of the race, as it looks like Kevin he's caught up to Harrison now, despite having trouble at the beginning. It says he's on the supers, but on the telemetry it says softs.
Yeah, I'm sure that he's on the softs, and he pitted early on after contact.
Yeah.
So yeah, he has been passed by Harrison, who moves up into P10, and that'll be some good points for the Force India team. I don't know if there's a bit of damage there. Picked up by Yannick, as there's I saw a bit of front wing fly off as Yano is in the pits now. Did you see anything there, Ryan, or is my brain just playing tricks on me?
No, I was looking towards the back with Kevin and Harrison, who had a little bit argy-bargy, but I didn't. I'm looking at Yannick's point of view right now, and I'm not seeing any front wing damage.
Yeah, it didn't look like there was any damage when I checked his front wing, but it did look as if. Oh, by the way, Yano has come out in P5, so he's undercut Damien and Yannick. So that's an incredible strategy from Yano. He's now on the softer tyre, so he's able to chase after Esteban, who's closed right up to Moraine, and he's down the inside of Moraine. So incredible job from Esteban to close up and repass the current champion, defending champion, and he's really he's really given Moraine a hard time today, as Esteban's looking incredibly strong on these harder tyres. And into the chicane, there's a little bit of a love tap there, as you would describe it as, Ryan.
Yeah.
But Esteban again showing a very good turn of pace. Where do you think he's got this from, Ryan?
I think he's been. I was trying to think of a good sort of quote there from like an F1 driver or something. But I completely messed up.
Oh, he's gone for it.
Yeah, he's definitely. Oh, yeah. I don't think Marine's not going to be very happy with this.
That was a clean move. That was a clean move.
You just know it was very good. But you know, Marine in the cockpit, he's not going to be very happy.
Yeah, I can't imagine he'd be the happiest man in the world. But Amar is now closing up on Yannick, who seems to have dropped off. So maybe a bit of front wing damage Yannick has actually sustained. It does show Yannick as running the super softs. He's actually on the soft tyre. Small little issue there, and yellow flag. I feared for a moment that was is it Kevin? Yes, he has gone off, struggling on his older tyres there, and it looks like Moraine is going to have a run on Esteban down the Mistral straight as. One thing I have noticed, I just saw it there, Moraine really struggles. And this is something I've seen throughout the course of the season. I'm not sure if you picked up on this, Ryan, but Moraine has really been struggling out of low-speed corners in terms of traction. Yeah, and that is costing. Oh my God!
Esteban!
That was
Esteban. Now, I want to say that what Esteban did, I don't know what to think about it, because somewhere or another, it was. I don't want to say that Esteban was in the right, like just purely, but. There's definitely a little bit of both drivers that come into effect there. But I mean, Esteban did defend, and I guess Marine didn't anticipate that, so he couldn't exactly stop in time. But does Marine have front wing damage? That could be the real killer. Oh, Marine's really been struggling at this track. Considering how strong he was last season, he took the win here. Actually, Marine might actually have front wing damage on the front right. Could you confirm that? If you can.
I can't quite see anything. From the onboard, it doesn't look like it does.
Look at the front right of the front wing, it looks like that not the end plate, but it looks like the sort of inside of the wing's broken off.
I know what you mean, Ryan. I do know what you mean.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I think the front right, there's a little bit of damage for Marine there. So and I wouldn't be surprised with contact like that. You'd think that there would be some damage.
You could say that provides a reason for his lack of pace. So far this race.
I don't know, or I don't know if that could have just been caused right there.
Or all that.
Let's see what happens there.
Meanwhile, we've got a bit of a three-way battling.
Okay, no.
We got a three-way battle coming on.
Safe this time.
Yannick is moving past Damien, possibly around the outside. Damien defends the inside. Damien not having a good race so far. There's a little tap there by Amon to the back of Yannick. This is a very good battle. And these guys squabbling as Morain's very close. He's pushing Esteban through the double right-hander, and you can feel Morain screaming down the inside. Goes Morain.
You can see that trying to very aggressive. You could see wanted to get to the inside before Esteban did, but obviously, well, we know Esteban isn't going anywhere, so it looks like Esteban is probably gonna try something similar on the next lap, or maybe even on the straight if he stays behind. But he's, oh my god, I thought he was gonna go around the outside there. I was gonna say that is the weirdest, most awkward place to overtake, and he's pulled it off. But I'm looking at ERS as well. If you look at Esteban compared to Morain, Esteban's got a lot
around the
more
outside.
ERS.
That's an incredible move from Esteban. Incredible.
He kept that on the track, as that's overtake of the season, because he kept that
definitely
in the track.
There.
He didn't come
and they're
out,
still
so...
side by side. This is an incredible battle between these two. Esteban, I don't know what he's had for breakfast. He's clearly had his porridge.
He's going around the outside again.
Esteban just finding grip where there shouldn't be, and he's having the race of his life at the minute. And Morain now tucked in behind. He will have DRS as he's going to go to the inside. Esteban tucks in to the slipstream, and he's going to have to try it around the outside. He's not going to go around the outside. He's going to hold it in. I don't know how he's doing this.
No, wait, hold on. Which battle is better at the moment? This and Morain, or Esteban and Tyler? Like, that's got to be a joint contender.
I think so.
You cannot say this one's worse
Morain's
than the other
coming
one.
back. Morain's coming back around the outside. I can't quite believe this. This is incredible. Round the outside.
Esteban should keep the position because he's got a good line.
Yeah.
Oh my word! This is literally. I've never. Obviously, we haven't had a battle quite
Morain's
like
had a
this
moment
since USA. Oh, okay.
And all of this battling has backed him straight up into Yana. So Yana may be looking at an unlikely podium here.
Yeah, you'd think so. But you know, Morain will have DRS on Esteban, so Jarno might not get the DRS benefit that he would have hoped. Yeah, he could get the double toe off of Morain and Esteban, so that would in theory make him quicker. Morain's going a bit slow.
Morain lets Jarno through. Interesting tactics there.
So I think I know what he's going to try and do.
Same.
He's going to try and see if Jarno will battle with Esteban. That might slow him down.
Possibly. But all of this battling is just allowing you guys to get away. He's got a 12-second gap to Esteban. This will be a very, very good and well-deserved podium for you guys if you can hold it. And let's not talk about Felix. For the second race in a row, he's absolutely dominating. He really is doing a Mercedes 2014 on us all. And as you said earlier, Ryan, if he could have done this at the start of the season, you can see he's short shifting, he's saving his race. Felix is considering the bigger picture at this point, and very smart of him to do so. But yeah, very interesting tactics there from Morain. We don't enforce it, and you know we can't enforce that. But yeah, quite interesting.
It looks like it looks like, is it just me or does it look like
cloudy?
Oh no, it was the Williams. It looked like Morain and Jarno and Esteban were catching up to Damien and Yannick for some reason, but just I misinterpreted the track, so I got confused because obviously with the as
Esteban